I'm here in front of Italian Furniture, like a wholesale place on Lawson Boulevard in Oceanside. Why am I here? Because of this week's Parsha. The Parsha is dealing with furniture, with the artifacts and the vessels that were put into the Mishkan, the tabernacle that we made, that we built Hashem so we would feel His Shekhinah in our midst. And there are different descriptions of the symbolism of what was in that Mishkan. There were two sections. The regular section, Kodesh, which had three items: the golden altar for incense, and it had the table, the shulchan, which had the lechem apanim, the showbreads, and then it had the menorah for light. And then in the other section, the smaller section, was the Kodesh Kadoshim, the Holy of Holies, which had the Ark of the Covenant, which was covered by the Kapporos, and the Kruvim, the cherubs. Different people liken and find symbolism in different things. The Drash Va'iyun talks about comparing the vessels in the Mishkan to that what was in Noah's Ark. That it's a symbolism of the world. It's like starting the world over again, and everything that's needed is in the Ark. And there are many commentaries talk about that it's like a home. You have a table, you have a light, you have an ark, you have where you put your things. Don Yitzchak Abarbanel, the finance minister for Ferdinand and Isabella in Spain during the end of the 15th century, was there for the expulsion. He has an interesting take, and he says, what was in the Kodesh Kadoshim? It was Hashem's private items in a box. Just the way somebody would have a safety deposit box. What do you put in there? You put in gems, like the luchos, the shivrei luchos, which were created by God. You put in, you might have a wedding picture, a ksuba, which is the luchos, which is like the wedding band between us and God. You had the tzinsenes haman, the jar of manna. Could be your child's bronze shoes. I don't know if they do that anymore, but pictures and different things from your history together. And then it had the ark, the staff of Aaron HaKohen, and that was in the ark. That was in like the safety deposit box, and only Hashem had the key to that box. Only He decided who would go in there. No one was allowed in unless you had Hashem's permission, like the Kohen Gadol once a year. And then what's in the outside section? It's not so much different parts of the house. The Abarbanel says it's the throne room. What's the throne? The throne is the Mizbeach HaKetores. That's the throne. That's the beautiful incense that goes up to God. And then you have a candelabra. And then what's the shulchan? The shulchan is the desk. It's the desk where the king, like say the resolute desk in the Oval Office. And you have the throne of the King of England, let's say. That would be the Mizbeach. And the beautiful lights and the chandeliers. It's all to give glory to the resident of the Mishkan, to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And really the goal is to bring Hashem in. Sometimes we need physical manifestations. We shouldn't need them, but we have to feel Hashem. It's hard to feel Hashem with so much sadness around, and a sad week that we experienced in Israel and in other places. But we have to feel Hashem's presence. And that's really the trick, the goal, and what Parshas Truma and the next couple of Parshos are about. The same way with Shkalim, donating to and feeling that we as Am Yisrael need to be united, and that is also something that we do for Hashem. Have a beautiful Shabbos, Rosh Chodesh, Parshas Shkalim. Have a beautiful Shabbos.